the first thing is to prepare the pocket. So in the middle, you have that either that extended notch, or I always do the inverted notches. And so I'm gonna line up the tab there in the center. And then I'm going to fold this with a 1/2 inch extension and give myself a notch top and bottom for my next pocket. Okay, because we don't have that marked in the pattern. So that's gonna be my other distance. And then the same thing on this side. Fold it with a 1/2 inch seam allowance extended past, or you could do measurements with a ruler if you prefer, but you want to split it into thirds like this. Right. So all you're going to do is repeat what we did in the sample. And I'm going to do this with contrasting thread so it shows, but you'll probably want to use matching thread. And this is the same image that is in the handout, so you'll be able to see where you need to be. And so the notches help you keep it straight. And I'm closing the side that is open first on the tape. I missed a little bit. I'll go back and get that later. And once more here. Okay, and then the next part is, we have made the tape there, so thank you. Now on this, you don't have to overlock anything because the binding finishes the edges, and on the inside the lining finishes, so you don't need to use the overlock for this. This look familiar? Also, sometimes people use this bias tape to finish hems, so they'll put this on the bottom of a garment and then use the opposite side to turn up and hand stitch a hem if you're working on single garments. I tell you what, guys, I did this on television once. There was a TV show called Made in America, and it was a competition type show, and they had different designers go on, and I was teaching part-time at a school in LA, and I had the day off, and they called me up and they said, can you go into this place and do sew zippers? And I said, okay. It's $500 for the day. I said, sounds good to me. And so they put me on TV, and the thing that was so weird, has anyone ever done any television? The thing that was so weird about it was that I spent hours and hours. They videotaped the same, zipper stuff over and over and over again, and then at the end, my part on the show was like 30 seconds. It was fun. And the guys that were I was working for was two young men that had a product that was, it had a lot of zippers on it. So they needed someone that could sew them. It was kind of fun. They didn't win. Okay, so after you've done that, you open up your outside of the canvas, make sure you have the right side up. And on a twill fabric, that's the part that shows the twill. This is a little bit flatter. And then this is going to stitch. So you'll want to do this carefully. You can pin it if it helps. I'm not going to, but just to keep it in place. And then you'll just edge stitch close. I'm doing it at 1/4 of an inch. Okay. And I'm not going to complete it right now, but you get the idea. 1/4 of an inch, keeping this flat, and then after you've done that, you're going to sew a 1/2 inch seam. So this is the point at which I want you to come next week. All right? All righty.